Coronavirus pandemic has presented itself in different variants and taken its toll on not just the people and the healthy, but various sectors of the world economy. With several efforts from governments to fight the pandemic, the public seems not bothered in many quarters in compliance with the non-pharmaceutical protocols. Could this be a resulting decimal in the increase in cases of COVID-19? That is our focus on Panorama today, coming to you live from Ibadan Zonal Center of the Network Service of the NTA. I am Larry Du. Thanks for joining us. The Federation Accounts Allocation Committee, FAC, has shared a total of 760.717 billion naira for July 2021. Federation accounts revenue to the federal, state, and local government councils. This was contained in a communique issued by the Director of Public Relations Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, Henshaw Ogubike, at the end of virtual meeting of the Federation Account Allocation Committee, FAC, for August 2021. This 760.705 billion total distributable revenue comprised distributable statutory revenue of 617.705 billion naira, distributable value added tax VAT revenue of 140.555 billion naira, and exchange gain of 2.45 billion naira. In July 2021, the total sum of 63.501 billion was the total deduction for the cost of collection, statutory transfer, and refunds. The balance in the excess crude account ECA was $60.855 million. The communique confirmed that the total distributable revenue of 760.717 billion naira, the federal government received 321.226 billion naira. The state government received 222.514 billion naira, and the local government council received 166.562 billion naira. Nigerians have been enjoined to applaud and sustain their support for the nation's military and other security agencies fighting insurgencies, banditry, and other forms of criminality in Nigeria. Anthony Forson reports from Washington, D.C., United States.
The Information and Culture Minister, who is in Washington, D.C., United States of America, for an engagement with international media organizations and think tanks, said President Muhammadu Buhari's confidence in the Nigerian military is a testimony of the successes being recorded in the fight against terrorism, banditry, and other criminal elements.
We must not forget that a few months ago, Nigerians were putting pressure on Mr. President to recruit mercenaries to fight the war, thinking that we were losing the war. Mr. President remained focused in his belief and confidence in the Nigerian military that they have what it takes to defeat the insurgents. We thank God that Mr. President today has been proven right. But we're not stopping there. The military will continue to pursue Boko Haram ISWAP until they can no longer be harmful to Nigerians. And we have been able to achieve this largely because of the leadership of Mr. President and, of course, the ability to also provide the wherewithal continuously to the military.
for those who are calling for punishment to be meted out to repentance, the minister said that won't be the way forward, just as they cannot be integrated into the military or any security agency.
What the military is doing, you surrender, they profile you to ensure that truly what you have said, it is true. And then after that, they will think about what to do with you. But there's nowhere in the world that people will surrender and now you just shoot them. And the military never said they are going to engage into the Nigerian army or the Nigerian police, those who have surrendered to them. It's this negativity that is harming Nigeria.
Lai Mohammed assured that with what is unfolding, the end to this criminality is closer. In Washington, D.C., Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Army troops, Sector 2 Joint Task Force in the Northeast Operation Hadinkadi have arrested one Yusuf Salah, a suspected Boko Haram urea fertilizer supplier at Bayameri village in Gaidam local government area of Yobe State. A statement by the Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Oyema Onwachukwu, says the suspect was apprehended by troops following intelligence report. Brigadier General Onwachukwu notes that urea fertilizer was banned by government because of its usage in the manufacturing of improvised explosive devices, IED, by terrorists. Now to COVID-19 update. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has discovered 304 new cases of COVID-19 as at August 20, 2021. Rivers State tops the chart with 154 cases, Ekiti 33, Edo State 20, while FCT recorded 18, Oyo 17, Oyo and Cross River 17. Delta State has 15 cases, Akwa Ibom 13, Ogun State 11, Bayelsa 4, Sokoto 2, as Gombe and Nasarawa State recorded 1 case each. So far, the total confirmed cases stands at 185,571, while 168,124 persons have been successfully treated and discharged. Sadly, 2,247 lives have been lost to the pandemic. And still on COVID-19, the Delta variant of COVID-19 has been taking its toll recently, leading to the death of many. However, some people do not take the preventive measures seriously. Ayomiku Ajibola went round Ibadan metropolis and filed this report.
To prevent the COVID-19, I've not been faithful to that aspect. When I'm going to bank, I do use it. When I'm going to some places that if you don't have face mask, you can't be allowed to enter, I do use it.
That is the extent of people have gone in neglecting COVID-19 protocols, lowering their guard in the face of Delta variants of the virus, which has killed 2,247 persons as recorded by the Nigerian Center for Disease Control, NCDC. While some public places enforce strict compliance with the preventive protocols, many Nigerians go about their daily activities with only few seen observing the guidelines.
I use it because to prevent COVID.
We need to change our attitude. Going to the market now, go around, you see people moving about without their face masks. It's because we don't see it as a priority or as a need. We need to settle it first within ourselves. This is a pandemic that we all have to fight together. Not only federal government can fight together.
With 304 new cases of the deadly virus, Nigeria now has a total reported cases of 185,571, which is the call to strict compliance with the preventive measure of COVID-19 to curtail its spread. Ayomiku Ajibola, NTA News.
We apologize for poor audio output of that report. You are still watching Panorama from the network service of the NTA. More on COVID and attitudinal perception of the people when we return. Don't go away.
The vaccine offers hope for a safe country free of coronavirus. I urge all state governments, traditional and religious leaders to take the lead in the mobilization effort within their environment and spheres of influence. I similarly urge all eligible Nigerians to present themselves and be vaccinated in accordance with the order of priority already mapped out at the various authorized designated centers only.
Welcome back. With me in the studio is a member, Risk Communication and Emergency Operations, Oyo State COVID-19 EOC, Dr. Yomi Owopetu. Welcome to Panorama.
Thank you very much.
Good morning. Let me start with this. The Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 has recommended strict compliance with the COVID-19 protocols. Yet, it appears people are finding it difficult to adhere. What do you think is the reason for this?
Thank you. I think that because the pandemic has been prolonged, people thought it would be something short, that within 2 months or 3 months will be done. However, it looks like there is no end to it, and so people get tired easily of the non-pharmaceutical measures, which is understandable. However, letting our guards down is not something that we can actually afford at this time.
Okay, now talking about COVID-19, what is the present situation in Oyo State?
So as at yesterday night, we have 530 active cases of people with COVID in different places across the state. Many of our isolation centers are currently filled, and we've had a few deaths. About 27 deaths in the last 3 months, a total of 152 deaths since the pandemic started. And we are also seeing Delta variants, seeing different people from different strata of life having the disease, and also some of them dying from it. So the cases are on the rise in the state.
Okay, how effective has been government effort in fighting COVID-19, both state and federal, if you can?
I think that the government has done a lot in fighting COVID-19, but I think that also the responsibility of taking on the preventive measures lies with the people. There's not an entity called government that travels out, and comes in and is not wearing masks. We, the people, still have to cooperate with government and with the health agencies in doing the right things.
Okay, what do people need to know, most especially concerning this the Delta variant of COVID-19 and other preventable measures they should put in place?
Okay, so simply the Delta variant and some other variants are just what happens when there are viruses. Viruses have the capacity to mutate and change into better, faster forms. That is what is happening with the Delta variant. And so it gets to people more easily and people fall ill more easily and all of that. And what we need to do is do the things that we're supposed to do. Wear our masks consistently and correctly, not on our heads or on our chins, And when people travel, ensure that they complete their isolation days before they move out. And if we are ill, this time is not just a time to say that I think it's malaria or it's just diarrhea. No. These are times when one of the things you need to consider when you're having body ache, cough, whatever, is to also get your health care provider to screen you for COVID.
Okay. Advice to people on adhering strictly with the COVID-19 non-pharmaceutical protocols.
So would advise everyone, young or old, who've seen COVID in children less than 1, in adolescents and all of that, whether we are in crowded places, houses of worship, we're in school, we're going to work, we need to remind ourselves to do the things that we're supposed to do, use the non-pharmaceutical measures, and encourage the people around us also to use them. We don't know where people are coming from, and we don't know what they carry, so we need to be careful.
People have been taking jabs.
Right.
I know most people have taken the first jab, at least as far as I know, in this place and some areas I've seen. Your advice on when the second jab comes to people, and what should be the time frame from when they took the first jab and when they take the second jab?
So, fantastic question. Everyone should please get the jabs when they're available, get the vaccines when they're available. And if you're taking the first dose, ideally we should get the second dose within 6 weeks. If that doesn't happen, whenever the doses are available, please ensure that you complete your dose. Don't take anything for granted. People that have taken the vaccine have seemed to have a milder course than people that did not take it. So please get the vaccines once they are fully available for everyone in the community.
Okay, and I will let you go until I ask this. Still talking about the jab, is there any health implication for pregnant or expecting mother taking the jab?
Okay, so because the disease is new and the vaccine is also new and just being tested, for now they're saying pregnant women and those that just have children breastfeeding may not be able to take out of this one. But as science progresses and as more evidence is available, then they'll be able to get the ones they're supposed to get.
Thank you very much. I've been speaking with Dr. Tomi Owokwetu, Member Risk Communication and Emergency Operation Oyo State COVID-19 EOC. Thanks for joining us on Panorama. Moving ahead, as part of efforts at strengthening civil and military relations, the 35 Artillery Brigade Alamala in Abeokuta, Ogun State, has carried out free medical outreach in Shagam, one of its host community, to boost healthy living. And Tony Ganduni reports.
Medical services, which include counseling, consultation, blood pressure checks, medical examination, among others, were conducted at no cost to the beneficiaries, who described the gesture as rare.
By extending this hand of fellowship to us, we cherish it and we feel happy about it.
Employ the organizer to see that this sort of exercise is carried on all the time.
Emphasizing on the need to keep army host communities safe at all times, the brigade commander, 35 Artillery Brigade Alamala, Brigadier General Adiwale Adekoya, says the outreach gives credence to Army's commitment towards ensuring harmonious relationship between the Army and the host communities.
There is a need for us to sensitize the entire civil populace so that they can turn a new leaf and use their gifts and talents and knowledge to do positive things in the society.
The outreach also afforded the community the opportunity to enrich their knowledge during a lecture organized by the Army on road safety, cybercrime, ICT, vices of cultism and pipeline vandalism, including basic information for enlistment into the Nigerian Army.
For the preservation of identity and promotion of cultural identity, past heroes and leaders with proven record of leadership should be immortalized and venerated. This came to the fore at the opening of the 2021 Shango Festival in Oyo Land. Adekunle Adebayo has details.
As the world converged to celebrate Shango Festival in Oyo Town, the life of Alaafin Shango would definitely remain an excellent example in leadership, considering the fact that his rule witnessed tremendous development.
Shango has been recognized all over the world.
To ensure that part of the Oyo rich and complex heritage are not lost, traditional deities such as Ogun, Eshu, and Ade were appealed by devotees for prosperity and development.
Apart from Oranya, who was the first Alaafin, it was Shango who elevated the throne of the Alaafin to its greatest height.
2021 World Shango Festival in Oyo is to amalgamate Oyo sons and daughters far and near to enhance our development. From Oyo, Adekunle Adebayo, NTA News.
For latest from the world of sports, Samuel Johnson is our guide.
Ahead of the Aisha Buhari Cup, executive members of the local organizing committee, led by its chairman Sheyi Akinwumi and the director of organization Aisha Falude, have inspected facilities at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikan, Lagos, in a bid to ensure the stadium is ready for the tournament. The 5,000 capacity stadium is built to host all the Super Falcons matches and the final match of the Six Nation Invitational Women Football Tournament.
All things that really require for us to have a successful program are already in place. The finishing touches we put in place between now and the end of the 3 weeks' time.
The work here is 95.5% done. It is all complete. Every other thing you see here, they are just add-ons. As it is now, this stadium is ready to host the Aisha Buhari Cup.
Still on women's football, arrangements are in top gear for the maiden Bessie Obaseki Women's Football Tournament with the unveiling of the logo of the competition. Organizers say the tournament is focused on developing the talents of the Edo Queens and to empower the women.
It's going to be a yearly event where we will encourage our young girls from the hinterland of our Edo State in every ward to get an interest in becoming field footballers.
In the sports world, Edo is the first state in Nigeria that is organizing such a tournament.
In the English Premier League, Sunday fixtures of March Day 2 shows that Southampton will play host to Manchester United, Wolves take on Tottenham Hotspur, while Arsenal will welcome Chelsea to the Emirates Stadium in a London derby. With sports updates, Samuel Johnson, NTA News.
Panorama on the network service of the NTA. Thanks for watching. Remember to connect with NTA. Be a star. Stand against rape and rapists. Good afternoon.